Good morning, world.
We have been in West Palm Beach for 2 days downtown and just kind of recouping from, I don't know, just the ICW. It was a little tricky with our setup. So now we're gonna head into the Cracker Boy Marina area. We're gonna haul out tomorrow. So we're just gonna move a couple miles down through one more bridge over by Peanut Island, which unfortunately is still closed, and then haul out tomorrow at 3:30 and get to getting on the repairs on Little Miss so we can start sailing again. So I'm super nervous, if I'm honest, about what damage has actually been done by the lightning strike. And yeah, so cross your fingers for me.
Okay. I'm excited to see what's on the horizon next for us.
With a TikTok. No, oh my gosh. Please stop. Help me. Help me. Is there an anecdote? Is there an anecdote? She's been infected by the TikTok. Off the hook, back by Peanut Island. And it's a little breezy today. There's supposed to be like 25 knots of wind when we're hauling out tomorrow, but we're at slack tide, so that's good. How happy are you to be back here on Peanut Island?
I'm very happy to be back here. Not so happy about the heart again.
I know, and the lightning strike. Is your hair curly now?
I wish.
Free perms for everyone! Okay, you guys. That's our cue. We'll see you tomorrow when we pull out.
Everyone is asleep, and I'm enjoying one last cup of coffee on the bow, watching the sunrise before we haul out today. Little Miss has come from humble beginnings. She's had a lot of hurdles to overcome, and I'm sure this won't be the last one. But I'm not going to tell you that I'm not a bit disheartened that right after getting into the groove of sailing again, we're struck by lightning and have to haul out. But even during these times of uncertainty, I am incredibly grateful to be sitting right here on my own boat that can move just the wind.
So we bought new fenders, and now we are tying some line on them so that we don't hurt Little Miss's paint job.
So today's the day. We're hauling out.
The hole! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
To port! Little to starboard!
Faster, you sexy windless you! My film director, Bianca, is very bossy.
No, say what I told you
What
to.
did you tell me to say?
Yeah, Mom.
Faster, windless, faster. All right, we're gonna hook a left into the channel, and then we're heading up to Cracker Boy. The wind's blowing, I'd say about 18 knots, and we're at slack tide. It's gonna start going out here pretty heavy in about an hour, so even the most skilled captains with the bow thrusters have some trouble. So we'll see how this little outboard does.
Gonna be there soon.
All right, I can see the guys off in the distance right now preparing the sling, which is always nerve-wracking. The wind's whipping a little bit, and I've got my help up front on the bow.
This is the first time that I drive my own boat into the Sling, And if I'm honest, it's a little bit nerve-wracking. I've got 2 capable crew on the front ready to throw the lines for me. But the current and the wind here are almost never in the favor of a captain. But today, they are. My heart skips several beats as we pull in. But we made it unscathed, and I'm feeling very, very proud. I know it's a small victory, but I'm feeling super proud of myself. I have learned so much on this project. The most important thing is that there's always a solution to any problem. Some are just a little bit more difficult to navigate than others. My family's starting to grow. The kids are getting bigger, taller, and I'm starting to think that maybe I need a bigger boat. But for now, little Miss is home, and we're gonna put her back together and head back out on the water as soon as we can.
How many?
There's 9.
What order are they in?
Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Sounds good.
Freya, tell me what the story is.
We are on the hard, and step 1 is plugging ourselves in and trying out the new electrical panel. Cyril said he's 95% sure that it's going to work and 5% curious that we might need a fire extinguisher, so cross your fingers.
This is your 30 amp connector for shore power. Last time we were here, we did not have the 30 amp plug available down at the shore, so we had to buy a adapter from a 50 amp or 60 amp, and that was like $150, and it will probably never be used again. So they've got an available one, so we don't need an adapter.
Right. Freya jumped off the boat today onto the ground from the top of the hard, and I about had a heart attack. She's fine. She's ready to do it again.
And now we're ready for the real work to commence.
There's always a funny little doo-wop around here. Locks it in. This here is the flux capacitor. Just kidding. This is for our inverter, and this is for shore power, and this is off ski. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, I got that. All right, so right now we're on inverter because we're using solar power. Okay, off. Okay, I'm a little bit scared, if I'm honest. Don't smell fire. Don't smell fire. Okay, so we need to now switch this dew hopper to the thingamajig. Fire in the hole. No fire. Good job, squirrel. All right, is that it? Is that all she wrote?
We should turn on the battery charger.
Okay. On.
You're gonna want the outlets on.
Fancy.
You're gonna want the refrigerator on.
Fancy.
You're gonna want the TV stereo on.
Telemundo. Okay, so this is the AC panel, and this piece of wood right here we bought for $12, and Cyril cut it out with a jigsaw. These he did like a little drill, and then he filed it, which is pretty cool. The Xantrax is going to go here, and he says there's going to be a 3.0, which will mean that the DC panels will go here and here. Right now they're underneath the companionway, and the dog always turns everything off and has ruined our food and turned off our anchor light. But we're thinking about doing some plexi covers over those for now, because to replace these guys, which we would do if we moved them up, are like $300 a piece. So yeah, that is the plan. But I think this looks really beautiful. He did a really good job. I'm very proud of him. The bilge pump was always getting turned off too, which was not cool. So yeah, it's much safer now, and it's beautiful. Thank you very much, squirrel. Okay, all of us have had one of these before, and it's not what you're thinking. I did not get an apartment, but we did move some things off of Moonlight. We have a U-Haul because we're gonna organize everything because Blake's coming for the summer. I know you guys have been following me, know that I have a son, and he spends the summers with me. So we're gonna clean out his bunk, which we've been using for storage, and we got a U-Haul because the Florida weather is super rainy right now. So we're organizing it all in the back of a van, and we're gonna take some to a storage unit. So that's really exciting. It's 20 bucks a day for the U-Haul and 59 cents a mile. So we're not driving it very far. But yeah, it was a really good solution for us rather than renting a car, which is super expensive. So super excited for Blake to come. Right now we're on the hard because of the lightning strike, and I've just called all of the appropriate like the electrician, the rigger, to make sure that the boat's safe and what we need to replace and do. So that's kind of what's happening. And in the interim, while we're waiting for them to come and give us their opinions, we're cleaning out the boat and we're using the U-Haul. I'm packing this glorious quarter berth right here, and that's gonna be where Blake's gonna stay. We pulled the Albicool off of our other boat and we were using it as an extra fridge, but now it's gonna go to storage so we have room for Blake. Mishap. Let me see. Show me.
That is quite a significant amount.
That is not seaweed. Woo! Let's see it. Oh boy.
Can go fishing now.
Yeah. Arced this can. You can see it's burnt on the top. And there's some that.
Check it like it's a indentation on either
yeah.
side, like it actually cut through the metal.
It's crazy. So we're going through all of our food right now and inventorying everything as it cooked. So my idea is I'm going through all of the food in the boat. I've got so much tuna, and I'm writing everything down and inventorying it, which a lot of sailors do. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to keep track of exactly how much of what we eat each week. So if we're gonna do a 4 or 5, 6 week passage, we know exactly what we use and what we like, so we don't have to eat like that can of corn that no one wants to touch. Like, it's just the staples that we use for our everyday meals. So that's what I'm trying to figure out right now, and this is my little project. So usually I have Bianca in here on a little piece of paper, and I tell her what it is, and then she writes it down. So she's outside right now working on the dinghy. Actually, here she comes.
Finished because the sanding, I realized that I have to sand the white layer too. So I decided to only do quarter for today and scrub some algae. And I think
Let me see.
I've been working for at least maybe 2 hours.
Looks
and
good.
20 minutes.
Feeling proud?
Do you approve?
Yes. You feeling proud?
Yes, I'm feeling very proud. I did that.
Good.
And I usually don't like doing sanding, but it wasn't the worst.
Right. We are bleeding out the engine. Searle's down there with a hose. And we're getting all of the fuel out. And Bianca and I think that that's pretty spiffy. Yeah? Mm-hmm. So we're going to be on the hard for a couple weeks, and we don't want to leave our fuel or the salt water inside. If you don't know, now you know. Okay, Frey, you ready to ascend? It's okay. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. That's a good girl. Good girl. Good.
Constipated the whole time.
Look what's happening. I touched my movement. All right, you guys. That was our day. We're back at Little Miss. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. A big thank you to my patrons for making these videos possible. If you'd like to see the uncut and uncensored version of Sailing Miss Lone Star, check out Vimeo on demand, Sailing Miss Lone Star. We'll see you next week.